Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to budget my second paycheck of June. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, it's been a while since I've done a budget with me. I think the last video I posted was my last paycheck of April. May got away from me. I filmed a budget with me for the first paycheck of May, and then I never got around to editing the video because I was traveling. I was in Charlotte, and then immediately after I went to London on my solo trip. I intended to film a video in London. I even took my laptop, and then I didn't. I should have known better. I should have known I wasn't going to do it. So here we are. And then I got back, was super busy with work and just a bunch of life things happening. Life has not been easy, so it's been fun. And then here we are. It's been, what, like a month and a half, 2 months? I don't know, since I have uploaded a video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I have $19.10.52 for my second paycheck of June. I will also budget $189.48 from my bonus to bring this up to $2,100. And then I started doing this when I got my yearly bonus in March. I just decided to break up my bonus over the year just to give myself a little extra to budget with throughout the year. I really don't know what I'm going to do next year when I don't get a bonus, so I gotta enjoy it while I can and hopefully get a better job or something next year. Although I'm not even looking, so we'll see what happens. So $2,100. I do have 2 overspend categories, which we'll come back to after we start funding, or I guess finish funding July. Let's go ahead and send $669.72 to the bills, which takes care of rent, the utility fee, ComEd, which is our electric bill, and then my cell phone bill. I think AT&T has increased, but I'm gonna leave it because it is my goal to get this bill down. There's no reason for me to be paying $100 a month for my portion of the cell phone bill. It's gotten a little out of hand, so I'm gonna give them a call hopefully this weekend if I get around to it. All right, $48.99 for the rest of the subscriptions and fees. That's all of our streaming, renter's insurance, YNAB, credit card fees, Divvy subscription. That will be coming out in July, but that's been funded for a little bit, I think. Just any kind of yearly or monthly subscriptions or fees. All right, for food, that includes groceries, treats out, dining out, anything. We're gonna send $205, and that takes care of my entire food budget. Variable expenses, let's see, $57.50. We haven't really been taking any ride shares, so at least no ride shares that fall under the ride share categories. Like, we've taken Lyfts or Ubers that fall under like travel, and then a couple that fall under visitors. The difference there is, as an example, when my brother and sister-in-law came to visit, we took an Uber from their hotel to a restaurant that we went to, and I have a specific visitor category that would go under. Because we wouldn't have taken an Uber otherwise. We wouldn't have taken an Uber ourselves if we had gone to dinner, just the 2 of us. It's because we were with our visitors that we did it. Or as an example, if the Uber is during travel or because of travel, it would go in the travel category. Divvy, this month we haven't been, in June we really haven't been divvying a lot because we've just had a lot going on. It's not been a great month, but I need to keep my eye on this for July because that might have to go up. Miscellaneous. Yeah, we'll just leave it for now. I might have to send extra money to this in July with July paychecks. A Gabby Improvement Fund, that includes things like my sinking fund for my underwear, shopping, hobbies, personal care, which includes skincare and makeup. I definitely need to increase this because I am running out once again. I need to buy mascara. I need to buy some skincare products. Just always dry shampoo. I'm always out of dry shampoo. And then, I don't know, it's just this category has turned out to be a big spender for me. Personal care, specifically. Self-care, tennis, I'm not currently, I am funding, but we're not spending money on this, so I don't think I need to fund this. I think I'm gonna remove the money from there, and I think I'm gonna snooze this because we're playing tennis at the park and we're not even, I don't need to snooze it right now, I can snooze it in July. We're not even paying for tennis at all. We have no way of, like, it's not an option for us right now. And then these two I don't fund monthly, and then just $10 to medical that I send to each month. Everything else is taken care of. Only underfunded amount is $70, which would be the tennis. Maybe what I do is remove the target and set it in the future, because I don't think I'm going to need it for April or September. Maybe October, we'll see. Even then, I don't think I'll need it for October either. So I think for now, we'll just remove that target and just leave those $19 in there to kind of roll over in the event that we actually do need some money for that. But I think we're good without it for now. So that leaves $983.79, and July is fully funded, which I love to see. So let's go ahead and go into overspending and just talk about these real fast. Shopping, obviously it was a big spending month because when life gets hard, I like to buy things. I don't know. Always been this way. I will say that I do have some returns going back. They should hit my card at some point this month before the end of the month. So I do expect this to go down significantly, if not all the way. When I shop, I always buy multiple sizes, multiple colors, decide, and then send things back. Always send things back that I'm not going to use. I am really good about returns, so that's never an issue for me. That will go down a lot. And then if there ends up being any amount that I still owe in this category, I'll cover it at that time. I'll just move money around with categories, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. I'm not going to cover it. And then this overspending here, that's expected because I didn't have any money in this category. What I am doing with my travel, let's scroll down, is I'm sending all of my money to this general travel category, and then when I spend the money, I'm spending it out of each travel, specific trip line, and then I cover it with the money here. So for this Indiana trip, I spent $204.02, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover this from the travel category, and then it'll no longer be overspent. And that's done. So I'd love to see that. Perfect. So yeah. So I don't really have any trips planned right now. The travel fund is looking a little sad. I need to start funding this because, well, we don't have anything booked or anything. There's a couple of things that will be coming up. I hope to go to Utah in next month. Oh my God. In a month, just for a long weekend, and then hopefully the Cincinnati Open in August. And then we still need to plan our big trip for the year, which is we have to start doing at some point, soon, because the year is halfway over. So this definitely needs to get beefed up a bit. but getting ahead of ourselves because I still have $983.79 to budget. So let's go through these categories and make sure that nothing up here needs any money. I know that ComEd, the bill this month is going to be $128, so my half is $64, so I needed to send some extra money there. So every like 6 months or so, they reevaluate to see if our bill needs to increase based on our usage. I don't know if this is what it's going to be going forward. I'll know more next month. So for now, I'm just going to add money to this month, and then next month I'll see what it is and determine if I need to change the target. It could just be like it's higher this month to like make up for what I wasn't charged like the last few months, like offset it, and then I'll go back down, and then they do one bigger bill. I don't know. We'll see. So $64 to ComEd. I think I added $20. It's not that much. These are all taken care of. That's good. I just purchased, we just paid for Stubs. I had canceled it until we went to the movies again because we don't go that often, but it is still worth it to get the yearly membership because we save like $4 each time we go to the movies, and if we go to the movies like 3 times throughout the year, then it's worth the yearly membership in the online convenience fees alone, let alone like the discounts that you get for like popcorn and drinks and stuff. So anyways, we just purchased it again. Divvy membership will be coming up, but that's funded. Two more weekends of groceries and $100. That should be enough. And then $121, but we do have a visitor coming for a few days. But I can also get money out of my visitor category, so if I need to extra money for dining out. So I think that should be fine. I think all of these are fine. Entertainment, I think I will need some more, so I'm gonna go ahead and send $20. I never spend my entertainment money, so this is actually kind of crazy. I think I typically only send 25, maybe. Yeah, 25. So the fact that I doubled it and then an extra 20, absolutely wild. It's good because we want to go see a movie. So that's what that's for. Okay. Yeah, these are all fine. So let's go ahead and go down to sinking funds and start funding some of these things. All right. Big priorities right now. We have to give notice at the end of June and let our apartment know whether we're moving or not. We're on the fence because we honestly feel like we have the best deal in our neighborhood with our apartment. We pay our base rent without like any extras, $22.80 for a 1-bedroom apartment here in Chicago. Yes, you can get cheaper, but just like for what we get in our neighborhood, I think it's a really good deal. Our building is fairly new. We're the first people in our unit. How close we are to like the train, to the lake, to the river. We think it's a really good deal. We are considering, in our minds, at least in my mind, we've been considering moving to a nicer building that has more amenities. It's something that we've been wanting to try, more like a high-rise, just more of like a luxury building, honestly, just because we wanted to try it, just to try it once, maybe 1 or 2 leases, and just see what that's like, and just have access to the pool, which I would use a lot, and just have a better gym that we would use a lot because we already use the gym in this building, but just have better like equipment and stuff. Since we did actually cancel our fancy gym that we were paying about $230 each for. So my thinking was that we would take that money that we were paying towards the gym and apply it towards the rent, plus a little more. That was our intention. So in my mind, this entire year, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then we were sent our lease renewal, and they did not increase our rent again. And of course, because they haven't done that, now it's making it hard for us to actually leave, because we don't know what it would be like at this new building, how much they would increase it. Yeah, it just, our management has been like really good to us, and I don't know, but we are ready for like a change. We're ready just to like start somewhere new, maybe somewhere a little bit nicer. I don't know. I am so torn. We don't know what to do. Keep going back and forth. I keep running the numbers like in my head. I just think like the feeling of a fresh start would be so nice. We've been at this apartment for 3 years and 4.5 months. By the time we're done with this, by the time our lease is over, it will have been 3 years and 7 months. So it's a long time. That is a very long time to live in an apartment. I have a coworker who literally moves every year. And she's like, wow. She says that the longest place that she's lived has been 2 years, like outside of her parents' home, which is unreal to me. I would never move every year. That just sounds like way too much work and a ton of money. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do, but we have to make a decision fast, because we have to we have to tell them whether or not we're staying by the end of June. Anyways, either way, I'm still funding Home Goods and we're still funding the move. I want to be prepared if we do decide to do it. If we decide to stay, we're still going to buy new furniture. It's happening either way, so yeah. Let's do other things and then come back to that, because I don't know. Live events, I'm going to go ahead and let's just start with $100 to live events. Miscellaneous, we'll go ahead and skip. Gifts, I don't think I have any presents or birthdays or anything that would require gifts coming up, so let's just do 50 for now. I'm trying to send a little bit to Christmas each month, so let's just do 50 there. Electronics, I'll also do $50. Visitors, okay, this one I've been using because who came? My brother came and we spent a lot of money. Okay, I think for now I'll just do $57.81 to get this to a nice number and start replenishing this. It gets that up to $350, and I think that is pretty good. I need to get a new license and a new passport as soon as possible. My license doesn't have like the real ID, so we have to travel with our passports, and my passport is going to expire in 2026. So either way, so as soon as we decide whether we're moving or not, so if we don't move, I need to get a license immediately. If we do move, as soon as we move and have a new address is when I'm getting a new license. Either way, that's happening really soon. And then the passport, I have to get like as soon as we move and have that figured out. I need to renew my passport. So this needs some money. I think for now I'll just do 25 since I already sent some money to that with my last paycheck. And then travel, I will do 402 to get that up to a nice number. And then let's do 100 for now. Okay, let's see where we're at. 1,700 there. We have 506.46. We haven't sent anything to Home Goods, so let's go ahead and do 250. This one really has to be the priority because We need to buy a couch. We need to buy a bed. We need to buy desks. Bed, huge priority. Ours is broken. Like the middle thing, no. Desks, done for. I created a little bit of a budget, and I do want to try and make a video if I ever have time, but I do need about $1,100 to move outside of the rent portion of the moving costs, and that would include the U-Haul, moving boxes, like the little deposit that they then apply towards the first month's rent, the admin fee, application fees, all those type of things. So I'm at $1,150, which is cutting it a little bit too close to what I calculated, and this is based on our top building choice. So I will go ahead and add, I think, just $50 for now, because even if we do decide to move, this wouldn't happen until the end of, let's say, middle of August, which still gives me like 3 paychecks to save. So we have some time. If I throw like 100, yeah, we have some time. So let's do 100. Let's do another 100, actually, because now that I'm thinking about it. So that's this paycheck. That gives us 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. Maybe 4 paychecks. Oh my God. Okay, and that leaves 106.46, but everything is looking pretty good in terms of funding. So maybe I want to send some money up here. $100 to travel, $646 to holding, and my second paycheck of June is fully budgeted. Yeah. I don't know, I feel a little panicked. I feel like it's crept up on me, even though I've been thinking about this for so long and it felt like so far away. It's now here because I have to give notice so soon. So I just feel like I'm not ready. Even though I know I'll be fine. I know it'll be fine. If it comes down to it, I have money in other places to pull from. It's fine. I know it's fine. All right, well, I think that the next video, I always say this, but I will try to do, well, no, my next video is going to be a Q2, like, spending recap. Yeah. You know what? It might be a Q2 spending recap. It might be my next budget with me. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I could probably do like my London spending because I've already broken it down. I have a little spreadsheet going. I just have to like tally things up. I did a really good job like keeping track of everything. I'm pretty sure every penny is accounted for. I'm pretty sure. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think my next video is gonna be a spending breakdown of my solo trip to London, and then a budget with me for my next paycheck. And I think then, I mean, for sure then you'll know whether or not we will stay in this apartment or whether we'll move, because we'll have to give a decision on the 30th. We'll have to give our apartment a decision on the 30th, and my next paycheck is not till the 4th. So we'll know, so you'll know what's going to happen, and then I will know more whether we will be able to use the $1,300 for furniture or whether that will be actual moving money to rent U-Hauls and to pay for admin fees and stuff like that. So either way, a decision will be made shortly, which is terrifying, but I think will be good ultimately. just so I'm not thinking about this anymore, because I literally check different buildings every single day and I'm kind of over it. I'm actually very over it. So thanks so much for joining me. I think this was a long one because it's been a while since I've done this and I feel like I've forgotten. But see you next week, I think. Bye.